Hey dolls, welcome back to my channel. For today we're going to be creating this sparkly emerald smoky eye look. If you'd like to see how I achieved it, just go ahead and keep on watching. This video is in collaboration with SMITH&CULT. I am using their brand new Blackdrop mattifying face primer. This is actually an early drop since they are creating an entire line for the spring. It's definitely a very unique primer. As you guys can see, it applies black and blends out clear. It does have bamboo charcoal powder that brightens and absorbs any oil. It does have black pearl extract, which plumps and smooths the skin, and it has a light diffusing texturizing agent that blurs the appearance of pores. Blackdrop primer is available in stores at Ulta as well as ulta.com. Let me know if you guys are going to be picking this up, and if you do, how you like it. To keep my skin looking nice and glowy, I'm going to apply the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Glow Highlighter in the shade Free, and I'm just going to be placing this on the high points of my face right before my foundation application. I know I'm completely going to butcher this, so sorry Lancome, but I'm going to be using the Teint Idole Ultra Wear Foundation in the shade 250. As you guys can see, this foundation does oxidize a bit, but it didn't seem to be an issue. So if you will be picking it up, just make sure that you keep that in mind when color matching. For concealer, nothing has changed. I'm still using the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion in the shade 1N. I am going to be applying this a bit heavier than normal because I do have a lot of discoloration under my eyes at the moment. Using a damp beauty blender, I'm going to also go in and just make sure to blend this out, and once everything is blended, I'm going to go in with the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm just going to be lightly setting it and then brushing it off with a fluffy brush. To bring that warmth back into my skin and help contour, I'm going to be using the MAC Cosmetics contour palette in the shade light medium, and I'm just going to be applying this to my cheekbones, my forehead, and my jawline. To highlight, I'm going to be taking the Laura Mercier Illuminator in the shade Devotion, and I'm just going to be applying this to the high points of my face. Now that we are done with the face, we're going to go ahead and move right into the eyes. This is a super simple look, so let's go ahead and get started. The palette that we're going to be using is the BH Cosmetics Glam Reflection Gilded, and I'm just going to be picking up this camel shade and applying it into the crease. This is going to work as my transition shade, so I'm just going to be taking my time going in and increasing the color as I go. I'm then going to be taking the brown shade in the palette, and I'm going to be applying it to the outer corner of the crease. You guys can see that again, I am slowly building it with a fluffy brush, so make sure you take your time and you slowly increase. Like I always say, it is easier to increase the color than to add too much and not be able to blend it out. The next step is going to be taking a flat shader brush and some concealer, and I'm just going to be cutting my crease. I'm going to be cutting it according to how my eye folds, but since I do have an eye that sinks in a little more than the other, I'm just going to go ahead and apply it a little higher than the crease so that they both match. Once the concealer is applied, I'm just going to go back in with two brushes just to make sure that everything is blended out nicely and that I don't have any intense separation between the colors. We're going to be taking this emerald green shade right here, and it is a shimmer shade, so I'm going to be picking it up with that same flat shader brush and just placing it on top of the concealer. Once we get towards the end where it meets the brown shade, I'm also going to be lightly patting it right over just so it looks a little more blended. To smoke out the bottom lash line, I'm going to be taking the camel shade as well as the brown and just taking a pencil brush and running this lightly underneath my lashes. Since it is a little more intense, I do want to match the top drama to the bottom. Now this step right here is what I believe turns this look from any basic look to a super gorgeous glam look. I'm going to be taking the Urban Decay Heavy Metals glitter eyeliner in the shade Midnight Cowboy, and I'm going to be placing this in the front of the eye and then just feathering it out into the brown. Just to make sure that everything stays blended, again, I will be dipping into the emerald green shade from the palette and just lightly tapping over where the brown is. For my waterline, I'm going to be taking the Lancome Drama Liquid Pencil in the shade French Lace, and I'm going to be applying the Caution Extreme Lash Mascara by Hourglass. For more drama on the eyes, I'm going to be taking the New Balance Bella Bay lashes and just applying this once the mascara has dried. I'm also going to make sure to set my makeup with some setting spray. Since we did go a little dramatic on the eyes, I wanted to go nude on the lips, so I'm going to be taking Birthday Suit by Lime Crime. I actually am in love with this formula, you guys. I think they revamped it, I'm not sure. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this look. Please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next one. Besitos!